gmail.com. And basically, shit, I can't even like edit this because it's live. But here's something I want to talk about, right? And I just got done with a webinar with my coach, and it was awesome. And one of the things he said on this was really, it was 2 words and put together really just, and if you understand what he was saying on this, you'd absolutely be mind blown on this. And what he said really was choice creates. Choice creates, right? Like your choices in your life create what your future looks like. You know, every choice you make has a long-lasting, long-term effect on everything that you do. And I've actually got to stop this because I spilled my seltzer all over the floor. So I'll be right back. With a towel. Okay, so hopefully that doesn't ruin anything too much. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that little pattern interrupt before I really get into this. So the real question that you got to ask yourself is like, what are your choices kind of leading you to? You know, you're here on this site, you're watching the video, you're listening to the sound of my voice. You might have been, you know, checking me out, checking out some of the other things that I posted, checking out some of the other stuff. And I just want you to ask, like, have the choices that you've been making doing anything for you? You know, are they impacting your life in a positive way? Are they impacting your life in a negative way? Are they impacting your life at all? You know, because it's like, because if you want real change in life, you have to make changes, right? You can't just assume that things are going to change if you keep doing the same things over and over again. Which brings me to the point of this video. Okay. If you're not happy with your life situation and you're not happy with what's going on in your life or the current situation, or let's say that you know what you want to do, but you're afraid, or you know, what will people think? What if it doesn't work? Just the bullshit that we all kind of sit through and go through in our brains. Okay. What if it does work? What if you make so much money that you don't know, that you can't even possibly spend it all? Okay. What if you impact hundreds and thousands and potentially, you know, let's just say millions of people across the world, and, you know, and somehow, some way inspire them to do something with themselves? Because the what if game is a very, you know, dangerous game. It can go 2 ways. It can go very positive. It can go very negative. It can go in the really dark, just depths of your mind, and all the weird quirks that we all have. Or it can actually go into a very positive frame of mind to where it's like, well, what if, you know, and it's funny, right? So I did that piece, and on the bottom, I wrote, how can I? Because instead of saying I can't, I switched my frame of mind to how can I? You know, how can I help more people? How can I, you know, change the world? How can I make enough money that I can't possibly spend it all? You know, how can I be a better father? How can I be a better husband? How can I be, you know, it's like, how can I make that happen? Instead of saying, well, that'll never work, I can't do that. Instead of saying that, I just nowadays I just say, well, how can I? Is there a way that I can do it? And then I just start getting creative, and then I choose, because choice creates, once again. And when it comes to the building bridges thing, it's man, I just got to tell you. So I did this Inspiration challenge, and I might post the link in here. You might see it on my Facebook page or something. But the coaching that I received in this is like, fuck, man, it's beyond what I'm used to. A lot of times it's just a lot of technical nonsense, and you're just like, oh, great, thanks for the technical tips. Ooh, but this is actually so much more than just technical stuff. It's it's mind stuff, and I'm not really going to get into it like super detailed, but the I mean, I've oh man, I'm leaving this with such a blown mind on everything. But I'm gonna hit you with two quotes, right? One's a Grant Cardone quote, and it's obscurity is the enemy of success, which basically means if nobody knows who you are, how do you plan on, achieving the goals that you want to achieve? How do you plan on reaching the goals that you want to reach? How do you plan on, living the life that you want to live if nobody knows who you are? How do you plan on impacting or influencing or just helping people if, you know, if you're just silent? You can't. Ponder that. But then one of the other things that he was talking about was basically it's just building bridges, because leading on this choice creates, it's like once you make a decision, right? So for you may be watching, you may have subscribed to the channel, you may get a message about this video, you may just be hitting up the blog, you may be doing something. But once I chose to do that how to sell your art online video, right? And the response that I got from that video really just showed me that there is a huge, I wasn't the only one looking for this information. And it just so happened that I guess I'm just one of the few people out there that really knows like how to do all this. So it opened up my eyes to a whole lot of things. And because of the choice that I made to shoot that video, it created a lot more momentum. It made my vibration bigger in the universe. You know what I mean? It allowed me to connect with more and more people. And I've had more people hitting me up and contacting me. And which is great. Who wouldn't want that? Well, some people wouldn't want that, but I know that that's what I wanted. And it's fantastic. And because of the choice to make that video, the connections that I've made, like I've built little bridges with all these other people, and my universe has expanded. My connections have expanded. My networks have expanded. So think about that. Think about that. Because what you got to realize is that if you create, right? You're a business, okay? And you have to look at yourself as a business. Now that may, freak some people out. Well, I don't want to. I'm not a business. No, you are a business. Okay, if you really want to get all, conspiracy theory on it, I'm not even going to do it. But we are a business. Everybody is a business. Everybody is a, your social security number makes you like, I don't know. Somebody was, it's like property of something, or anyway, like you're a business, okay? And this, I don't care if you have a job or if you actually run a business, you are a business, because the better you can market yourself, the better you can sell yourself, the better you can connect and network and basically add value to people's lives, the more valuable you are. Okay, and I want you to get that. The more valuable you are, and the more, basically, if you are the more valuable person, your stock rises, your value rises. You can actually command and demand more for your work and your services and your time, and get yourself out of the shithole trap that may or may not be your life. Okay. But I know for most people, the people that have contacted me, most people are working shit jobs, doing things that they don't love doing to pay bills so that they can do what they're passionate about part time and do the shit that they hate full time, which just sucks, doesn't it? So think about that. Build bridges, make choices, and just realize that every choice that you make creates something new in your life. So get very clear on what you want and don't be afraid of it. Just go for it, you know, just go for it. Now, I don't know if this is, connecting with you, or if it's not connecting with you, but I just want you to know that you fucking can, you know, you can choose. You can choose to make a difference. You can choose to be somebody else. I was thinking about that quote, right? It's like people don't change. People don't change. People do change if they want to. Okay. You can recreate yourself. You can be somebody new. You don't have to be the person that, your parents say that you are, your friends say that you are. And deep down inside like who you are. Okay. And nobody knows you better than you. So don't be afraid of who that person is. If anything, expand that, grow that, build that, get out of your fucking comfort zone and do something. Okay, do something. Do something that fucking scares you. Do something that, like, if I forget who says this, and it's such a great quote, but it's like if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. You know, I mean, think about that. If your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. It's 12:15 in the morning over here. It's technically Saturday night, Sunday morning. On a Saturday. I'm not partying and I'm not out drinking. I'm not out doing drugs. I'm here shooting the fucking video because I'm inspired. Because I want this message. This message it just should be heard. Okay. It should be heard. You should all hear this. You should all understand it. Live your fucking dreams. Because choice creates. And once you start creating, you'll build bridges and you'll be amazed at what following that dream and following those just your gut intuition can allow you to do. Okay, you got to trust yourself. You got to trust yourself because you fucking can. You can do it. I know you can. Okay, it's Max US. Peace the fuck out.